Hi, I'm Jim Lang. I'd like to talk about investment choices within your Roth IRA. A lot of people think, oh gee, if I do a Roth IRA conversion, I'm going to have to change all my investments. And that's just not true. If you have a traditional IRA right now, whether you have a money manager, or whether it's in Vanguard or Charles Schwab, or whether it's individual stocks or individual bonds, unless there is a restriction with the investment itself, you can make that into a Roth IRA conversion. So for example, all the major houses, and even most of the minor ones, all offer Roth IRAs and Roth IRA conversions. So you don't really have to change your investments. Now, as a matter of strategy, you might prefer a longer term investment such as stocks as opposed to bonds for Roth IRAs, but there's no requirement to do that. The only time it gets a little bit dicey is when you have some types of investments that are in effect not your common stock or bond investments. So for example, there are people who make Roth IRAs conversions and then they invest that money in real estate with a self-directed IRA. That might be a good strategy, but that's really a little bit unusual. In general, almost anything that you could have with your traditional IRA will still be fine with your Roth IRA, and that's really not the driving force of whether you should make a Roth IRA conversion or not. It should just be one other factor. Anyway, I encourage you to take advantage of a slew of information about IRAs and Roth IRA conversions at my website, which is www.rothira-advisor.com. We have a newsletter that has all types of cutting-edge strategies. There is an archive of my radio show that has discussions with literally the top Roth IRA and IRA experts in the country. It's available for free on the archives. There's articles. I highly encourage you to take advantage of the resources without cost to you at www.rothira-advisor.com.